Hi, and welcome back to my beautiful beaded journey. So you remember this, the bead spinner? And I would try to use the nylon thread and I tried to use bead wire, and both of them worked, but it wasn't just giving me the flexibility that I wanted. So I ordered regular beading floss. Here, if I can get this open. So let me see. Yes. And then the new needles came in. So is that where that's at? Okay, let's find out. I know they think they may call this user friendly, but I'm not sure they do. So there's the floss, and these are the new needles, and these are supposed to be stronger. Hmm. I see. I think I see. I don't see. How does this? Okay. So take off this, and then secure just one. There. Now they say, I'm going to put this back on because those are kind of really sharp. Just found that out. Okay, that's fine. We'll just enclose these back in this. There's the paper. Let's thread this through here. Nice. Give it a little bit. Okay, you ready to begin? Let's give this a try. I think I might need to put a little bit more beads in there. Hmm. What am I doing wrong? Supposed to hold it down in there. I think if I just hold it up here, actually. Allow that to bend as it goes. Well, we got two small ones. I want to try these. Let's just see how these do. Oh, wow. You know what? That was really kind of cool. All right, I'm going to add some more beads. Don't want to overload it, though. And the idea is I have all these beads from Radical Bead Mixes. I pretty well have taken out all I've wanted to use for other projects. But I don't want to see these go to waste. And so I think you hold this in there. Okay, we have some on there. That one we know. There's some that we won't fit. So now we got those on there. So let's try some more. Ooh, pretty, but way too big. I know I am not the only person who has probably done this with mixed beads. I thought this was supposed to work better. See what I'm doing wrong. This works better for me doing it this way. Okay. I like that. I'm getting it, but this needle isn't liking me. Now, hold it in the opposite direction that you're spinning it. Is that correct? Okay. Now the other day when I was doing this, those needles were just so not well made. Unfortunately, this one I can feel it. It's snapping back a lot easier. So these are some stronger. And they gave me quite a few. I didn't think I was going to get that many. How many pieces did they give me? 16. Oh, I think that's age. 10 pieces. Okay. So I have 10 tries. Works for me. That don't work for me. I am not doing this right. Please, someone in the comments let me know. Give me some tips and tricks. Yeah. Wonder why that one didn't want to go on. Okay, let's try again. I must be doing something not right. I guess I am, because look at that. Because, well, I know I'm not the first person done this, as I was saying. I know that's pretty, that one little bead there. I know there's other people that's had to do this with different seed beads and mixed beads and stuff, but it's new to me. And so those bracelets I made last week, and I think I made about 14 of them. I took them into my shop this past weekend, and I'll be daggone if I didn't actually sell a couple of them and got comments on the others. But bracelets was the theme this past weekend, especially Sunday, because we held an event on Sunday of making friendship bracelets. It's where we have a bunch of plastic beads that we get. My friends and I sometimes you'll go to like thrift shops and yard sales and even the flea market, and someone will have a thing of beads that they're giving away, and there'll be a bunch of mixed beads together, sometimes plastic, sometimes with glass, they can have gemstone beads, just different things like that. And so we'll buy the beads and we'll take out what we want from them, and then what is left, we will we'll do events like creating friendship bracelets. It was making trade a friendship bracelet, and you had the option of when you made the bracelet to keep it or trade it. And just as many people kept theirs that traded theirs, and we had about 30 to 40 people come through there. It was a nice group. It was steady from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It was steady, and we even had a mother and daughter that came through and created bracelets, and they created one for each other. And then we had a set of cousins that came through, and they created a bracelet for each other. So after you're done making your bracelet, I'd ask you, um, keep or trade. And some would say trade, and they were allowed to pick from bracelets that were already made, hanging up off of a jewelry tree that was sitting there. And yeah, so there was just as many that kept them as traded them. And then I told them, when you trade it and someone else comes along, I don't want this bead here, and someone else comes along and chooses the bracelet you made, somewhere out there you're going to have a bracelet buddy that you don't even know about. And that just seemed to really, everyone just seemed to like that. So here's what we got going so far. It is looking pretty. Okay, let me lay this down here for a second and check to see, I got a little bit out of film. I'm going to take this back a little bit so it can give me some more room and you can see what I'm doing here. And as usual, I'm getting beads all over, but that's okay because they're probably not beads that's going to fit up in this anyhow. So maybe it's warming up, or I'm just getting a little better. I'm warming up. And so this boy really worked hard on making a pattern and for his bracelet, and he made it, and it was so big. And I said, that's not a bracelet. I said, that's an anklet. And so we tied it off, and I said, you want to keep or trade? He goes, trade. So I hung his anklet up there, and he chose a bracelet that was hanging up there already. Well, his sister, who had finished hers and was having it tied off, I asked her, I said, keep or trade? She was trading, and she took her brother's anklet and put it on. And that was just so sweet. But she says, no, I actually like it. She says, I didn't want to tell him that, but I actually liked it. And I just thought that was cool. So it brought a lot of attention to bracelets and people looking around my store at some of the bracelets I had made. Because, like I said, I have double wooden doors that open outward. And on the inside of the wooden doors, I have hooks hanging where, that one won't go on, where I have bracelets hanging from Radical bracelets and that I've made. You would see the majority of those on my other YouTube channel, because those ones were for certain intentions. Like I done radical blue, and they were all made from radical beads, that was compiled from out of these mixes and stuff. And we had radical blue, which was for communication and expression, radical red, which was for courage and strength, and the same with black, which was grounding and protection. Green was abundance and new beginning. And yeah, so we have like 5 different colors. I don't have enough purple yet, enough purple beads yet to do a collection of purple bracelets, because you want to do more than just a couple. You want to have at least 20 to hang up on that wall. It looks like a snake curling up around there. But take a look at what we've done so far. And I will turn these into bracelets. I will cut them off and make them into bracelets, but they are just, I love that. That is so cool. Going to be a little tricky putting these on clamps and making them into bracelets, but I think I can do it. I want to try it with this and see before I order more thin bead wire and go back to that. But I don't like using the elastic. The elastic stretches and it's just hard to get the beads onto it. At least these little seed beads. I mean, you can use it for the bigger beads, but I wouldn't want to for these. And I'm so glad to see these getting used up and not just sitting around and collecting, because you can tell they've been collecting for quite a while. And so now they're getting a second purpose. And they're really inexpensive beads. I sell the little bracelets for like $5 a piece, and they're double strand. And yeah, absolutely nice, to be honest. I done a 3-tier necklace, 2 of them. I'm not going to do any more of those. I'm just going to keep them as bracelets. That was my little dog. Are you okay, Ty? Yeah. Tyler got a fur ball. I swear he thinks he's a cat. When he goes outside and goes potty or anything, he thinks he's a cat. So what if you pick up one that won't go on, it's a pretty bead though. I don't think I want to throw that away. I'll probably put it in another bead mix. But this is really picking up these seed beads pretty well. And these are tiny seed beads. Oh, so on TikTok, there was this woman who was working with seed beads, and I'd never seen this done. I've seen jewelry and things made where it's like seed beads and they're woven, and I actually seen her, like 10 minutes of her doing one, and I was just amazed. And then I thought, that is so cool, but there's no way I'd be able to do that. I would not have the patience for that. It's just like I got into trying to learn all of the weaving and wire wrapping, and man, I've seen some people who were really fantastic. Not me. I do the basic, the hold the stone in so I can use it for a certain intention or something, and that's about it. But to make it as a really fine piece of jewelry, I don't have that talent skill. I could probably learn it. I would have to slow down and take the time to focus on it, and I think that's something I want to do later. But I think right now I'm enjoying this journey of discovering and trying new things, like this bead spinner, you know. And my jewelry is simple, but you know what? It's fun and it's cool. And people who visit my store don't seem to think so, because I sell a piece occasionally. This past weekend I sold a few pieces. But my store just ain't got beaded jewelry in it either. It's got spiritual items in it. Huh. They didn't give me a whole lot that time. Well, the sun's out again. The sun comes out, the sun goes in. It's one of those days. Let's try again. Okay, I'm getting a little better mix this time. Let's try. That orange piece is like a triangle. That is a nice addition to this. Little happy surprise. If you've tried doing this, bead spinners, please leave a comment and let me know what is your strengths with it, what you feel are the strengths of it, and what you feel the weaknesses are. And if you see where I might be able to improve with this, I so welcome your tips and tricks. But I have to tell you, it is fun, and this is what I got it for. But you know what? Here's what I'm noticing too. You know, I have a small radical bead mix that I work with that have these little like glass beads in it. And I see these and I thinking I need to look back through some of this because I want to add some of this to that mix, because I want to pull it out and go back over it with you and see if we can make some more of those earrings. I love that bead challenge. I mean, look, here's another one. Oh, it's full of them. I didn't notice that. But those would be beautiful on a pair of earrings as well. So I might have to do that. But they're cute on here too. Okay, I'm not picking up. What am I doing again? Not holding it right? Yeah, wasn't holding it right. Okay. Takes a while, does it not? Oh, wow. It's hard for me to hold this the way it's supposed to be. It turns. Look at those. See those three right there? Those three right there? That looks so cool right in there. Okay. Come on, little one. Come on. I'm not going to take this too long. And I have to remember to leave space to cut. I didn't on that last one. And when I went to make it in bracelets, oh boy, I had to take some of the bracelets back off because I didn't leave room to cut and clamp them into bracelets. What am I doing wrong? Am I getting it or what? Picked up something that won't take. Is there, that's what it was. Is there a certain place, like, if it's supposed to be held that way, I'm doomed. Yeah, I'm doomed because all I did is flip beads everywhere. Oh, I hope this has a learning curve. Seriously, I need a good learning curve. I've seen beads where they tell stories, and I use beads to tell stories. I created a jewelry set, and it's on my other channel because it's a spiritual, it's a sacred set, and it's going to be for the winter solstice that's coming up. And I use blues and pearls and a black and a gray, and it just turned out really gorgeous. But it represents, the winter solstice is balance. It's balance because there's just as much dark as there is light, and it sets off winter, so it's a closing and a beginning. It's when we start to settle down, and replenish. for the season. And so I made that set, and I used snowflakes as the charms. It turned out so pretty. But it will be intensified. I'll add an intention to it, enchant it for the purpose of balance, and then I can wear it all winter. The bracelet, I made the charm where I can easily, I put it on a lobster claw so I can add it to the bracelet and take it off. So the bracelet I can wear all year, those shades of blue. But it's the December moon is known as the cold moon, and it has different shades all throughout the month. Different shades of blue with some gray. Then you got the darkened moon, and it's got white into it. And so, it's letting us know that the winds blow cold. So that's the colors I made it in to represent the changing of the seasons, the cold moon, and it is the balance of light and dark, because the next day we get a moment more of light than we do dark, and then the starts getting more light each day. I think it's like a minute something per day. So yeah, it's just it's a magical time, and I like sacred jewelry, and I'll wear it for Yule and enchant it on Yule or the winter solstice, and I'll keep it and wear it for a couple of years. May add other pieces, like make another bracelet next year to go with it, or but I do that with the Sabbaths. And then sometimes I'll retire jewelry because it's fashion jewelry, so it can break or it starts getting losing its patina, and so yeah, it served its purpose. So then when that happens, I'm eager to make new. And so I did that, and it was always olive beads that I done it with. And that's kind of like what got me into loving beads, is doing that. And then I wanted to create other pieces, and I started creating pieces for my store. Then I thought, you know what? I want to document this journey. So that's where this channel came about. And at first I was going to keep it private, but then I was encouraged, no, share it. There's others who may want to get started on their own beaded jewelry, but they're afraid to put it out there. So I'm here, I'm putting it out here. And I know that there's some things I wish did not get caught on camera, but it's okay. Like I wished I was a pro at this and I got on here and showed you how easy this was, but you can tell I'm struggling a little bit, but I'm not minding because I'm learning. It's like the radical bead challenges. See, great minds will think alike. And I used to call this, when I had a bunch like this here, I would call this bean soup. Bean, like beans. Bean, soup. And then I heard another YouTuber call it bead soup. That's what it looks like. And so then I thought bead soup, well, that's better than bean soup, but it's not. And since that's, and I got looking at it and I thought, the beads that are in here, all the different beads that I collect from all the different places, and the way they come together, and the ones I can use and the ones I can't use, it's like a radical mix. So that's what I start calling it. I start calling them my radical bead mixes, because you don't know what you're going to get. It is like Forster's box of chocolates. Don't know what you're going to get. But sometimes when they come up and they look like this, then you got a nice mix. Okay, let's take this on down and around, see what we got so far. And we have a mess all over the table. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that tape thing, go away. So this will be broken. Look at that. That's pretty. This will be broken up into bracelets. Again, wonder if I could do earrings. You know, I thought of this since I've got this. What about earrings like, see here. I need to work this way. Ouch. Excuse me a moment. This way, and then we can take it like, I don't want to get them caught. It's just an idea. But I'm going to have to think how to do that. And those would make, oh, those would be pretty earrings. Okay, something new I've got to try. So I need to make up some more bead ropes. Haha, see what I'm calling these? Bead ropes. Yep. So do I add more to this? I think I will. I have this packet now. This has some in it, some big ones in it, but look at that, that's pretty. What did I do? I don't want these great big ones on there. So I'm going to take some of these out. And as they present themselves more, I'll take them out more. Start with that. Is that a shell? That's a shell. Don't know, not asking. Let's just go with it. Now let's see what we get now. Uh-oh, this may be, is this going to be too much for this to go through? No, it's the way I'm holding it. Wow, no, I'm getting some on it. Okay. I think that might be too much. Okay, look here. Oh man, I gotta take those off because that one can't be on there. And those were cool. I want to see something. Wasn't supposed to do that. Yeah. Wasn't supposed to do any of that. So that brings us to a do-over. Okay. Here we go again. Let's try again. That's a big one. Do we keep it or lose it? I think we'll just keep it. Going to make an interesting mix, that's for sure. Am I doing something wrong here? Not doing something right. Did I put too many beads in there? Might have to take some out. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some more of these out. I think I put too many. Trial and error. Get those big ones off the top. Let's try that. Let's try that. A little better. Got one on here we can't take. Okay. Transfer these over. Uh-oh. What's going on here? What is that? That won't fit. Oh. Did you see that? Remember how I said there's things that happen that I wish wouldn't happen? Can you guess what one of them might be? Yeah. So I think we kind of, I think, oh, the pretty one I like came off. I think we have cleaned up on aisle 4. You know, the same thing happened in the house this morning. Uh, I was getting this little cup. I forgot I had beads in that I had been working with. And I was holding it and I bent over to pick something up and the cup tipped with me and little beads went everywhere. And I had to get the dustpan and the broom to clean them up. There's just too many and they just went all over the place. So what I wanted to do was to move this down. But I think I'm going to, I think I need to take this and I need to leave right there. So thank goodness I left my, I hope I find an easier way of doing this. And how much do you think I'll need? Well, if I take this down, how many bracelets is that going to make? So I might get, that's going to make about 2. Or I might make single strand, single strand, let me think for a minute, anklets. So I've got this one tied off for now. I want to try another one. Okay. Did I break this or something, or did it just slip out? Oh Lord, how are you supposed to see that? Okay. I have no idea how you're supposed to try to get thread into that hole. Is there a threader you're supposed to have or something? Can someone tell me that? Maybe I whitened it. I guess I did. I'm going to give this a longer lead. I don't need that to do that on me again. Okay, let's try again. Move this over. Here we go. Let's try again. Okay. Now we begin again. Bracelets and anklets. That works. Ooh, look at these. Those are pretty. And those would make pretty earrings with these. I am definitely going to have to revisit this mix. Definitely. There we go. Nice. Look how nice. I hope all this is coming in on this film. I really do. So we have a gathering at my house tomorrow night. We are going to be painting doilies for the winter solstice, or to use on our tables at Christmas. And we do it with watercolors. So what we're going to make it look like, since they look like big snowflakes, we're going to make the outer edge look like the moon and the center look like a snowflake inside the moon. I done the prototype and it turned out really cool. And they're all looking forward to making those. And then we're going to do candles to decorate and use for the solstice as well. And then that will be our last gathering for the year. We won't gather again until January. So, and then my husband and I are off from the 20th. This is last day. So from then until the 2nd of January, he's off for Christmas. And Christmas Eve, we have the big Christmas party. And then Christmas Day with family. And then we have that whole week off all the way through to my birthday, which is the 31st. And then he don't go back till the 3rd. So we've got a lot of things planned. We're not ones to get out and travel all over the place. We're not. We're kind of like homebodies. We do once in a while. But we normally stick close by to help family out, a family member, with transportation, to being picked up at work. Not so much going to work, but being picked up, because they will not be able to drive, and it's in like the middle of the night when they get off. And we always figured there is nothing. Now, if we want to go away, we make other arrangements for coworkers or someone. But yeah, most of the time we do it ourselves. We're fine with that. And I feel there's nothing I can't do in a day that I need to be out at night. Look at this. Look at this. We got one of those pretty yellow ones. And then we got like a chip stone and some more of those. This is a very pretty arrangement here. I love beads. I am telling you, I love beads. I love watercolors, and I like to dabble in watercolors. My husband's the true artist, but I do like to dabble in watercolor colors. Yeah, but this is where I really am finding my enjoyment. I'm so grateful you're here. So grateful you're on this journey with me. And I want to give a shout out to my friend who commented and said that they liked the stars. I like the stars too. I think it was the pink and yellow stars. I like them too. So I just wanted to let you know I read all comments and I try to answer back. And I thank her for calling my attention to that some of my jewelry is simple, but it's very beautiful. And I thought, well, I'm very simple. I'm very ordinary. So it's it's ordinary style. It's a simple style in an extraordinary way. And it brings happiness and joy. Not just to me, but to others that I gift it to, or who purchase a set of earrings or a bracelet or something in my shop. And there's this one dear customer. She comes in and she loves my jewelry. She loves to come in just to see if I've made anything new. And she's the one that bought the Imperial Dragons. The other ones I just did not feel were Imperial. And I told her that. I said, these are jade. These ones are not. These ones are glass and hematite. That's jade and hematite. But I don't feel that set is the imperial set. I feel this one is. And she was right on it. She says, I have to agree. I'm drawn to the glass because the jade, even though it's so beautiful, it's the dragon that was on the charm was not a Chinese dragon. So the jade didn't fit. Hematite did, but the jade did not. But the red, the dark red that looked like garnet, the color of garnet, that did. And it's so cool when someone, a customer sees the vision that you see when it comes to a piece of jewelry. And I have jewelry in my shop that are like basic quartz points, just the raw points. And they may have like a titanium powder dusting on them. They call them aura quartz or whatever. And I will take those and I will do a simple copper wire wrap. I mean, simple, and add a couple beads up at the top, for cleansing and uh, keeping the aura fresh. And I tell you what, I sell those like crazy. I gotta be making some more soon. I think I originally had like 50 to 75 of them made, and I don't have any left, so I need to be making some more of those. But my store is at a flea market, but I have a store. It's not a booth inside of the flea market. I have a store. It's a building that has 3 individual stores, and each store is a separate. It's like going to a plaza, and you'll have like different stores. You'll have a phone store and maybe Subway restaurant, and you'll have like a Dollar General, and each of them is their own individual store, but they're all connected underneath the same roof. That's what we have. I have my own front and back door, my own electric hookup, and I can open it any time, but people won't. It's hard for people to come there through the week because it's way out, and it's like I said, it is a flea market, but it is open on Saturday and Sundays. And if someone needs something, they call me. I'll run in and open it. Okay, what happened here? Oh, caught you. I'm glad I gave you a long enough tail. Apparently, that didn't help, giving you a long enough tail. Ouch, that little needle can poke. Okay, let's try to put this back in here somehow. I think you should have a threader or something. Will someone please tell me, do they have threaders for these? Am I supposed to be using a threader? Because these close up. These really do. These close up, and if it wasn't for the fact I left this earring stem out here, head pin, I would not be able to open that up and get this in there because I do not have nails worth anything. I have illusions of nails. Not even that really. But it's because I'm always jewelry making, and not only that, I'm always messing with herbs and other things, and my poor hands take a beating from it. But I hope you're not getting on here to see my nails and my hands as much as to see the beautiful beads that we're making and the talks that we have, that we share. And if you have questions, you leave them in the comments. We can discuss them on here. Maybe. It's a nice idea. Make this a little bit longer. Let's try again. See, tonight Oak Island comes on, and I know he watches it every week. And I watch it with him, even though I really don't care for it. I think they drug it out too long, and I don't think there's nothing there. But he likes it. The only show I will not sit down and watch with him is Ancient Aliens. I'm sorry, I just cannot watch it. Hey, I have a question. The same guy who narrates Oak Island, does he narrate Ancient Aliens too? Because they sounded like. Maybe it's a question I'll ask my husband. Don't you dare come. You came off there, didn't you? Dag nabbit. I am not very coordinated with this. But I don't have to be because it's still. What's going on here? What in the world? Yeah, can you believe this? I don't even know if this is even on here. Am I even getting this on there? Probably not. I'll probably look at it and pitch this because I don't have markers down to tell me where to stay within frame from. Normally I do, or I try to. But sometimes I get so into it I don't pay attention to them. I'll learn. I'll learn. Until then, please bear with me as I bumble my way through this. We've got another pretty combination coming up here. Look at that. So I'm going to take this up. Look at this. See that? Look how pretty that is. The way that that works out is just, oh, it's gorgeous. Did something wrong because it's not picking up again. So am I not holding it right? Ah, that is it. That must have been me not holding it very well. Okay. We have another little nice rope going here. Right, let's see if we can add a little bit more. See this mess? I'll clean it up. I did it last time. I am not coordinated too well. I'm not graceful with this, but I'm learning. And I'm enjoying it. It's not hard to do. This isn't hard to do. It's just hard not to make a big mess. That's a pretty combo again. Wonder how many of these this mix is going to make because I've got 2 of these mixes. So I'm really, yeah. No, that ain't gonna work. Just it's not gonna go off. So let's try again. Okay. Okay. Thought that one maybe was stopping it. Okay. I don't know how long to make these where they'll be manageable. But I think, well, that's going to be a little different. Cute, but different. Mhm. It's on there, so there ain't nothing I'm going to do about it. So what are we getting now? Wow, that's pretty. That won't let it go. Okay. Is it picking up? Is it fighting me again? That was my error. Okay, so I think I'm going to end this. I made 2 nice ropes today. Really, I think these might be long enough to create a few things out of. Oh, the dogs are getting started now. And my Ty is sniffing the air, looking around. Now, he knows these dogs barks. And if Eli's barking someone out front, Ty don't care. And if the dog over here beside us, Cinnamon, I think, or whoever, is barking because Eli's barking, Ty don't care. Ty's the oldest dog. He's the senior. And it's just like he's saying, you young pups, you don't know crap. I'm not messing with this. Yeah, that's Eli. So what do you think? Okay. I am going to tie these off. And I'll probably do something with, whoa. Come on, get down there. Probably do something with these tonight while he's watching Oak Island and whatever else it is he'll be watching. So, yeah, I have 2 of these made. I'm going to leave those right there for now. But what I am going to do, because I'm curious, so I'm going to pull this over here. Okay. Do you see what I'm taking out of here? don't want little ones. I do want these two. They are adorable. But I'm taking those ones, and here are two glass pink ones because those can be used for. That one I won't use on an earring, but it's pretty. These ones here, I'm not even going to use. I'm not even going to, yeah, those are trash. But I'm going to take these ones. I'm going to put them back in here. And then, hold on a second, because I got something. I'm going to bring this out because I want to look through some of these beads. I want to see what radical bead mix do we have. A lot of seed beads. Now, I'm sure you all have seen the one that where I come out with the, you've seen it, I've got other videos on it. And like little beads that catch my interest. Like this. And this little red one. Look at how cute that red one is. Then I will use those in a radical mix. Look at these little orange ones. A couple of pinks. And if I don't have enough to make earrings with, well, that's okay. And I'll tell you why. That's too big. I don't want that one. I'll tell you why that's okay. Because I will make, if I don't have enough to make a set of earrings with, I will make a ear cuff. And those have no problem moving. Because it's like everybody wants that extra piercing, but they don't want to go through getting that piercing. So they would, or they don't want a permanent piercing, I should say. So then they'll buy a cuff and wear it. And I wear a cuff. I have double piercings, but then I'll still wear a cuff because I like that. I like that chandelier effect, that cascade effect. I really do. Okay, I think I'm seeing all that I like from this group. One little red one. So I think I'm going to pour this back into that bead spinner. There we go. And there's still a nice mix in there. So I'm going to, those ones are, so this way. Lay those back in, just lay that back in there. I think I do want to keep these in their paper. What did you do? Ooh, that one got stretched out a little bit. See that? That one is stretched out a little bit. It's okay, it still fit back in here. Here. Told you I wasn't too graceful. There we go. There. Use part with your finger. Thread the string into the eye of the needle. Well, duh. We know that. Okay. So I got these to add. I think I'm just going to move this over. I'm going to look at a little bit more of one of these. I think this one. So I'll cover that over. Pretty. What are we seeing in here? Well, that's not even a bead. No one in pink glass ones. And these brown ones. Not a whole lot in here that I feel drawn to. Maybe these little pink ones right here. Those would look cute. And this one. I know one of these little red ones and a blue one. Those are cute. I think that's basically, I see them in there and I think they're adorable and I want to jump in and grab them all. But I think I might want to just let them ride. Yeah, I'll take those two purple. I think I might just want to let these ride. And yeah, I need to quit talking now because every time I say that, I glance down and see something that I know I would love to make earrings with. I tell you what, the other day when I was making earrings on here, I had made a pair a time before, and then I had made a pair, I think just last week, and I took them in the shop and I hung them together, and they were, you had double piercing and you had those two sets of earrings. I'm telling you, those were, talking about radical. They were beautiful. I like these clear ones. I don't want no more sea beads in that. I don't want no sea beads though. I'm telling you, they were beautiful. I was amazed how they hung there together. And you always think, I'm keeping this one, I'm keeping that one. Well, I used to do that too. And do you know how many you wind up with? Yeah. So now I have to remind myself that is not the purpose. I make them for the enjoyment, but it's okay to put them in my store or to gift them. It's okay to do that. That I don't have to keep every single pair I make. I don't. I want to. Don't want that. But I don't. Now I will be pulling back out that big mix probably tomorrow. No, I can't. I got circle tomorrow. So maybe Thursday. Uh-oh, drop that yellow one. Got it back. Okay. Now those are the beads that I want for the radical mix that I make stuff out of. Like this little green one. I don't even know if you can see that. But on a pair of earrings, those little dainty ones, they are adorable. And you know what I did yesterday? Well, you were here with me, so you know. I got these one charms that look like cones or like spikes, and I went crazy making earrings with those. I made about 6 pair. 5 of them were like the fae or the angels because I had butterfly wings, so I had to call them fairies because they look more like fairy wings than anything else. So I wonder if I can slide those ones over and grab another little handful. Ooh, plenty, plenty. Those are the ones I like. You'll have to see the mix. I might have to continue this later, because I'm sure the way the sun's feeling, it's getting closer to around 3-ish or so, and it's getting closer to time for my husband to get off, and I want to get dinner going, other things done, get ready for tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have a pretty day of it tomorrow. The pink one. But yeah, I could look through here, just not even taking them out of the bag. I can look through here and look at what all I'm seeing that can be used in earrings. So I'm really going to have to sit down and go back through this bag. I don't even think I've gone through this bag yet, to be honest with you. I know I went through the jar, and the jar had so much in it, and I got so much out of it that I kind of like stopped looking. But I might revisit this, but I think for now, I think I probably have enough out of it. And if some goes up on those mixed bead things in the spinner, I'm okay with that. So I'm tired of working with that, so I'm stopping. I'm not going to be able to pour these back into the bag, I don't think, this way. I'll try. Yeah. So those are back in the bag. And these ones, not this one, not this one, but these ones are going to go into the radical bead mix, I think. So all of those, look how pretty. Can you see those? Those are going to go into the radical bead mix. Now the way I secure them is I fold over this way. And you know, one night when he's watching what he wants, which will probably won't be again until about Friday night, I mean, it shows I like too, but I'd rather be doing stuff like this. So I fold it over like this, then I fold it over like this. And I'll take a rubber band or something and wrap around it to tie it and hold it. But I don't have one here right now, but this isn't going to go nowhere. So I think that's fine. This big bead I'm just going to put back in here. But I think we've done okay. What's in here? I mean, oh my goodness. Let's just test the waters. Wow, I am definitely going to have to sit down and go through these. Definitely. So many I want to use in that bead project. And I love coming back to it and visiting it. And I know some of you might get tired of that. And if you do, I'm so sorry. If you scroll on, I understand. I understand if you do. Those who stay in here with me, I appreciate it. So we got these two that we did that we are going to make in to either bracelets or anklets. And once I figure out how I'm going to do that, I'll share that with you. So there you go. That's with a bead spinner. If you don't have one, I do suggest you get one. They are so much fun. Once you learn to hold a needle, it is a ball. You know, especially as fast as the bead rope can grow. Thank you for joining me. Stay for a match. Oh, I keep forgetting. Please subscribe and like and share. Please subscribe to my channel. Ring the notification bell. Share it if you will. Most of all, leave a comment because I really want to know what you think. Your opinions are important to me, and don't be afraid. If there's something you'd like to talk about during a bead session, I guess. I don't know. New at this. I don't know. Um, Leave in the comment as a topic. And who knows, maybe we can get a discussion going. This doesn't just have to be my beautiful bead journey. It can be our beautiful beaded journey. So stay forever magical and blessed be.